All right, we're hot. We're hot, Ray. We're hot.
We're back.
Yo, welcome back, y'all. How's it been, my guy?
Been decent. Been decent. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say I'm getting my son. I'm trying to get him into the stuff I'm into, whatever. Like me and my daughter, a lot more closer like that. But we started watching Lord of the Rings. I didn't think he'd watch it. Dude, he was like stuck in there. Like I was trying to talk to him, and he was like just staring at the screen. Like, Junior. He's asking me a bunch of questions and stuff like that. So we watched the first one and like half of the second one so far because it's hard to
Yeah, they're so
get an
long.
8-year-old to sit down for 3 hours. And then they had the extended version on there that was like 3 hours and 55 minutes. I was like, never.
Yeah, definitely not watching that.
I was like, where's the regular one at? But yeah, man, like he loved it, man. He was into it. So that's pretty cool. I didn't think that was gonna go. So yeah, man, just that and yeah, and then what's up? Having a Scream marathon with my daughter because she wants to go see the new one. So we're getting into that, and she was like, "Man, I really like these movies and stuff." Like she was always trying to guess the killer. I was like, "Who do you think it is?" She's like, "I don't know." Yeah, Dad. I'm like, "You're not gonna know." Like they, I don't know. People don't give Scream enough credit, man. They like brought like the horror genre back, changed it all up and stuff. Like I don't know. I like Scream a lot. I know you're not too big into horror movies. Or
I like suspenseful stuff. It's the horror stuff I don't really care about. Like Scream to me is not like a horror movie; it's a suspenseful movie. So I enjoy those.
Yeah,
Diego
like
just saw the last one and he said it was really good.
I know. I want to see it. Like I can't wait to take my daughter to go see it.
This is actually 11, way better than I thought.
Well, I don't know why someone would say that. They all been good. 1 through 4 has been good so far. I know they waited a lot of time between 4. I mean, between 3 and 4, and now 4 and 5. I didn't think there was gonna be a 5th one coming up, but when I heard about it, I was excited. So I can't wait to see that, man.
Yeah.
But other than that, sure. Yeah. How you been doing?
Good, man. Just grinding out at work, messing with crypto, some NFTs, some play to earn stuff, which I want to talk to you about in general. But do you know what play to earn like is? Have you even been looking at that stuff? I know most of you guys listening might not even know what it is. It's kind of super new.
No, I don't have a clue.
So one of the things that crypto's latching on to outside of the Bitcoin and the Ethereum and some of the bigger coins that you guys have probably already heard of. This won't be a crypto class, I promise. Not in that sense, anyways. But it really is just this going forward. It's all about the metaverse. We talked about that before with the headsets and living in that world. But another branch of it outside of just what the metaverse is what they call GameFi or play to earn games. And it's what the future of gaming is probably going to be. Ubisoft, EA has kind of talked about it already. And basically what it is the game will be free, kind of like Apex is now or Fortnite. And within the game, you're able to earn NFTs or cryptocurrency. So like real money this time. They'll be paying you in real money that you can then trade or sell or do whatever the hell you want with. If the metaverse actually really works, the plan, right? The overall plan is you can have an NFT be your skin or a weapon, and you can transfer that from one world to the other seamlessly. But it's pretty crazy, like it's gonna be something that blows up because how many hours do we spend playing games now? Even when we stream, like nobody gives us no money for it. Can you imagine 8 hours in a day you getting, even if it's $2-3 an hour for playing it, that's a win.
I just wonder how that's going to work for like, a shooter or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, definitely different things that I feel like we already do a lot of it now. When you pay for skins, like you're kind of paying for that it's not an NFT because there's multiple copies of it, but that's what it would be like. It's the same principle. Like I bought this skin or I bought this weapon, only that the skin that you bought, that version is only yours. Like there's only one of them. Like that's what it means.
Well, that's I mean, it's a cool idea, but it's like it's going to just be metaverse stuff right away, or are they talking about bringing it to like first party games, third party games, or
so right now there's a lot of games popping up. A lot of it card games like online, like kind of like Magic. Not, I think Magic
I
is
know what you
trying
mean
to
though.
now, but things like that. There's a game called Splitter. What is it? Splinterlands. That's pretty cool. It's a kind of like a um
RPG type thing,
turn. It's
or
a turn-based card game, right?
okay.
Gods Unchained, the same thing. And there's other stuff like what's the big Axie Infinity is a big play to earn game. Dude, this game, bro, it's gone down a lot, but at the peak of its game, countries like Peru, like all these South American countries and like poor countries across the world were playing the game, dude, making like $200-300 a day playing it, bro. Like it was insane,
No,
dog. You're making millionaires all over the place.
I
It's
mean,
pretty crazy.
even if I don't want to play those type of games, if I could play video games and get money, I'm in. I'll stop playing whatever I'm playing and play that shit because I mean, I'd split it up or whatever, but dude, if I could just make money from playing some turn-based RPG type thing or card game thing, I'm in for sure.
There's
So
another one that's like it's called Block Party, Blankos Block Party. It's actually pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of like DC Lego games. It has that feel to it.
oh, okay.
But you're like in a open world with other people, right? Like so it's pretty interesting. It's the beginning though. Like if there's ever a time to invest in stuff like that, it's now. But we talk about gaming, we talk about movies, we talk about comic books. Like this is where this stuff is moving, right? And it's interesting that you can now play games and they'll pay you to do it, right? Like at a broader scale, because it's always
Yeah.
kind of been a thing.
No, that'd be super cool though. Like having a skin that only you can have, like as an NFT type thing. That's pretty cool to hear and see. Because I'm all about that kind of stuff. So I'm all about skins and making the game your own, or having your own style and stuff like that. So that'd be cool if that comes along for sure.
There's
Speaking
a
of skins,
game.
man, I heard Sonic was coming to Fortnite. Man,
Woo!
I want to get into that so bad. I was playing with my
I just
son.
can't. I
Dude,
can't.
I was playing with my son and we killed these dudes and they both had gold Spider-Man gauntlets. And I was swinging with it. He was like, just aim at the trees, Dad. Where he teaching me, my 8-year-old son. And that shit was dope, bro. Swinging through the trees in the city. And I was like, what? This is fire, man. Like, if it wasn't for that building, bro,
I know.
like it could run so smooth, so clean. All the skins are dope. Like I was playing with my Deathstroke and then talking about Sonic coming. Like they're just hitting on all the cylinders except for that building shit is just
It's
so
crazy how
annoying.
they have their hands in so many like just pop culture in general.
Yeah,
The
that's what I'm
rocks in
saying.
it. Like how is this is crazy. Everything's in Fortnite.
Yeah, if it wasn't for building, I'd probably be a Fortnite fanatic. You know what I'm saying? For sure, because that just takes away like the skill aspect to me. Because I mean, I guess building takes skill or whatever,
Oh
but
yeah, it does.
that's not something I'm trying to be skilled in is building buildings. So I'm not trying to play Lego Masters or anything like that. I'm trying to shoot people, not crank 90s. My son's like, Dad, look at my cranking 90s. I was like, dude, I don't care.
90s, 90s, 90s. You gotta build 90s. You gotta build 90s.
Yeah, I have no clue, dude. Like, yeah, it's no good, no go for me. But but he's like, yeah, check out Sonic. He showed me a video, but I was like, they're killing it, man. They're just killing it.
Straight killing it, bro.
But
Yeah, no,
so
I just wanted to, touch on that because it's interesting, right? I'm trying to get into a couple of them just to try it out, see what it's like,
yeah, no, for
and
sure, man.
see
That sounds cool as hell to
if it's
me.
fun.
Yeah, I'd be super into that. So I'm all for that. So we both watched Peacemaker. I know I was on your ass to watch it and stuff like that, man. So how you feeling on it? The first
Dude,
3 episodes.
this show is amazing. It is so good. We went shooting on Sunday, and I was talking to Zach about it. And my buddy Zach it wasn't really on his radar, but our other guy, Dan, was like, dude, it's so good. I only watched one episode and I'm hooked so far. So we were talking to him about how he should watch it. Um, I don't know. It's just a fun show, dude. Like it's just a
Then
fun show. It doesn't take itself seriously. It says what it wants to say when it wants to say it. Just overall,
then
I
John
can't
Cena
believe
is
how good it is.
he's a bona fide superstar, man. To me, I love him. And then the show is just bananas, man. Like
It's crazy, dude.
he's having sex with the chick, and then like dog it's just all over the place. I love it, man. The eagle, and then like they're going places I didn't think they would go. Like with that alien race of what is it, like butterflies
Yeah,
or
the
whatever it is.
butterflies they
Like,
call them.
dude, like James Gunn. Let's give him his flowers, man. James Gunn, he's the man, man. Like whatever he touches is the shit. You know what I'm saying? You go from that terrible Suicide Squad movie that I'll never ever talk about besides shitting on it, to the one they made, which I thought was fantastic. And then they're like, "Oh, we're gonna do this Peacemaker spinoff." I was like, I don't know about all that.
I didn't know how to feel either.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
was
mean, I
like,
liked
what?
Peacemaker in the movie, and
Like what?
him and Deadshot. You know, that was a perfect, you know, bounces off each other and Rick Flag and everything. Like John Cena stole a lot of those, you know,
Yeah,
scenes
he did.
in the
He did for
movie.
sure.
So I was like, I don't know. And then I watched the first episode, and I just watched the other two back to back. I watched it at work actually, man. The show's great. I'm excited.
I mean, crazy reviews, right? Like it's rare when like comic book shows or movies have like really, really good reviews because it's hard to please everyone. But like anywhere you look, dude, it's certified a blast. Like the show is just a good show.
It's James
Um,
Gunn, dude. It's James Gunn. Has he ever failed? I don't like, dude. Like with Guardians of the Galaxy, I was like, nobody wants to see a Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Nobody cares about Guardians. He made people care about Guardians of the Galaxy. Like he changed the comic books. He changed the whole. And then people always talk like me. Like I'm one of those assholes who are like, man, if it ain't like the comic book or it ain't accurate or whatever, so
yeah,
I don't give a shit about it. And he literally made that movie, and then it changed the whole landscape of the comic books. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
crazy because it's like however much freedom they give them. Because right now, I just read an article about it probably yesterday, maybe it was this morning. Um, he was like, if they let me make Guardians 3 the way I want to make it, it'll cost another $500 million. So it's like, like, yeah, just let me go, bro. Give me the money and I'll do it.
But I was reading an article too, like he was saying that, like he's like, as much as people are, you know, like I am and stuff about comic books, he said Marvel wasn't on his ass to do
Right.
anything specific with Guardians, and then he said with Suicide Squad, he said they didn't. He's like they didn't really put any reins on me or anything. I just did what I wanted to do with the material, and it turned out great. Everything he's done has turned out great, man. So I'm definitely a James Gunn fan for sure.
But
I
with the
think he's doing
Guardians,
good.
right? Like, the Guardians are relatively new in comic book lore, right? So like, it's not like, and they weren't a big property. Like, not that many people were like huge Guardians of the Galaxy fans. So you could
Yeah.
take more liberties with that because there'll be less people like you know, complaining about it.
No, for sure, like that. But I mean, they've been around since what the '70s or whatever. But the characters looked different. Like that's what I'm saying. Like he redesigned like the whole way they looked. Like those movies came out, and then boom, comic books started coming out. They started be putting in video games and everything. He changed the whole style of all of that. Like Star-Lord didn't have like space boots and the leather jacket and stuff like that. Star-Lord, I don't know, they were lame to me. The Guardians of the Galaxy were pretty lame, and he totally restylized it and gave them all different what is it called? Uh um what I can't think of the word right now, but they gave them like their own, I don't know, their own styles and everything like that. Like everything's brand new, man. Like they have their own thing, and he's great. I think James Gunn is great. He
Yeah,
should
I mean
make whatever he wants.
the iteration of the Guardians we have now like are from like 2010 or some shit. So they're already for sure he changed a lot of it, and that's what we see now. Dude, I hit my hand or some shit and it hurts like a
What'd
bitch.
you hit it on?
I have no idea. It just hurts. I'm trying to remember, like, what did I hit this on? Yeah, I mean, talking about comic books too, like Peacemaker, there's a balance. I never read any like Peacemaker comic books, so
I
have
never
you?
even knew who it was.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
never
know
even
who
knew
he
who he
was.
was until like Suicide Squad. So that doesn't bother me. But dude, there's so many lines in the first 3 episodes of this movie that are just so hilarious, bro. The funniest one to me, and I just every time I tell it, it just makes me crack up. And it's gonna sound horrible, y'all. But one of the characters is a lesbian, and he's talking to her, Amanda Waller's daughter. I can't remember her name, and he's talking to her, and he said something, and she was like, "What are you like homophobic or something?" And he was like, he he was like, "What? When you look at my porn library, it's 400 gigs of Alliance." I was like, "What?"
Yeah, the show
It's
it's
just
great,
too
man.
funny, dude. What else? When they were making fun of wrestling fans, there was like a wrestling fan quote in there too when they were on the bus. I was just like, dude, this show is just so good. It just knows what it wants to be and it does it just
And then his dad
admirably.
going to jail or whatever, and then being like
The
some
white
white
dragon,
supremacist. Yeah,
the
some white
white dragon.
kingpin. I was like, wait, what is going on here? But I could tell something was going on when he was like, he's like, I'll talk to you. He's like, but I'm not talking to what did he call her? He said something racist with Asians.
Yeah.
I forgot what.
Chopsticks. I think I called her
Yeah.
chopsticks.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not talking to chopsticks. So I was like, okay, his dad's a full-blown racist for
It's
sure.
super racist, dude. It's crazy how racist. And it's more than like he's a homophobe. It's crazy, dude. And I think they do a good job on the show of like differentiating like John Cena to what that dude is, right? Even he's like, man,
Mhm.
I don't do it that way. That's not what I'm about or whatever. But he still doesn't like fully attack head on his dad, which eventually he's gonna have to. That's how it's gonna lead into. But
Yeah.
um, yeah, no, it's pretty funny.
And then now he's starting to get like in the movie, he didn't give a shit. Like he would just kill whoever. You know what I'm saying? In this movie, they seem like they're trying to, I mean, not just movie, in this show, they're trying to give him more of a heart, you know what I'm saying? Care about more things or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't want to shoot those, the family members or whatever, you know what I mean? So the other guy was shooting them. But he
Dude,
should have
his
shot him
dad
because they were all aliens or whatever they were, you know what I mean?
his
So
dad is like I just looked up a couple quotes or whatever um about just his dad, and he's like, what'd he say? Um, you let somebody shoot you? He asked you, and then he was like, how did my fuck? And then that's when they were on a table. Remember?
yeah, no, I remember
He's
that
like, how
part.
did my fucking sperm end up with a Nancy boy like you? I'm like, dog, this dude, they're gonna end up killing each other for sure.
He's like, I didn't just let him shoot me or whatever. Oh man.
Oh, another thing, he's talking to Waller's daughter, and they leave the restaurant, and he was like, "That's my thing, that and having a big dick. It's not for the faint of heart, y'all. Like, if you're easily offended or like don't like, I mean, there's violence. I mean, he shattered that chick, bro. Like, he blew her ass up with that helmet, dude.
Dude,
His
the helmets
helmets
are
are the
dope.
shit,
Yeah,
bro. They're so
yeah.
cool.
Yo, I didn't know which one he chose. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'd take, I forget because I think he was like, which one should I use? You know what I'm saying? And he just grabbed one. So I didn't know which one he grabbed. And when he used it, I
Yeah,
was
the
like,
sonic boom.
holy
Also,
shit.
his dad was like, I got one that gives you scabies. He's like, why the hell would I want scabies? He's like, I don't know, if you want a challenge.
Yeah, so that show's great.
It's
Well,
so good. So good.
so you sent me a link about the X-Men thing. I didn't quite get it too much because you read that whole
Yeah,
series,
I'm
whatever they're
currently in and
talking
out.
about, and I read it, so I kind of get it. You know what I mean? But I don't get it. I just hope it works out good and what do you call it? Like the pacing and the continuity of it is good because when like you were sending me a couple pages of the book and then I started reading I read a couple issues of it and stuff. And I think like it's supposed to be like a continuation from the old show to now. I hope they don't lose too many people with what this is going to bring because it's going to be a lot of stuff.
Oh, so much stuff. So what it's going to start off as, and I think this is Marvel on purpose trying to, because the TV show is going to be called Xmen 92 or some shit. I think that's what it's going to be called. So what they're doing is going to be a 5-series limited run for now. I'm imagining it a spinoff. So we already know, if you listen to the podcast or some of our videos or me and Ray just talking, the X-Men create their own island nation of Krakoa. So what they're doing with this 5-series issue is going to be based in the 90s, like the animated series. Same kind of same illustrations, same story, following that story, but it's going to show them forming that island nation in the 90s. So they're trying to tie the two things together so that when it comes out on the TV, they can bring the new stuff into what they're trying to do. It seems interesting. I mean, it's with the same people that did House of M and House of X, Chris Claremont and Jim Lee, did an
Yeah.
amazing job with that limited run to that produced Dawn of X, which is currently running now. It's like in year 2, and going really strong. So I'm super excited. I'm excited for the cartoon to come back. I'm more
Oh yeah.
excited that they're tying it to something I'm heavily invested in right now. Right, I'm reading all of
Yeah.
this stuff as it's happening. So that's super cool to me.
Yeah. And that's like my favorite maybe comic book artwork period. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not the hugest X-Men fan, but like I'm an X-Men fan. And that's my favorite artwork, you know, from Cyclops to Wolverine's outfit, all that stuff. It got me into the X-Men. That cartoon did, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so I'm super excited. I can't wait to come back. And Cyclops, I love that blue outfit with the yellow belt. Like
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
just
it's iconic. It's iconic,
yeah,
bro. Like that's
yeah.
who they are.
I
I
just hope that,
mean,
you know, Gambit and B. I just hope they're all there, which they should be. But
there should be.
you
I mean,
know,
Jonathan Hickman, I correct myself, was who did the new version of it, but heavily inspired by Claremont and Jim Lee. So it's a mixture of both. So that's gonna be cool. I think they'll all be there. Magneto, you know, the Brotherhood, all of that jazz has to be there. It's a part of what this is. It was really smart of Disney to just not just kind of start where they left off and continue that 90s
yeah,
continuity, but bring in the stuff that they're working on now, because
yeah. I
one of the
mean, I
things
don't
that
even have
happened in
Disney Plus
this,
right now. They're gonna
yeah.
make me. They're gonna take my money again. I'm gonna get Disney Plus just to watch this cartoon.
Yeah, no, there's only 5. They already like have them lined up. I think it comes out April 6th, so I'm super excited for that. Yep, April 6th is when it
I think it'll
comes
be half
out.
an hour. That's it. Just half an hour or what?
So this is just a comic book. The animated series isn't even
Oh,
going to
okay.
come out this year,
Oh,
maybe.
okay, okay, okay. I
So we'll
got you. I
have to
got you.
finish the run before they even bring that out.
I
I
got
don't
you.
know,
I
man.
got you.
It has high potential. I hope that the X-Men they bring in to the MCU is based on this run. It just makes sense. Like the way
Uh,
that it's been created, it's conducive to entering the MCU.
yeah, because like if they talk about like where they come from, like they're on their own island or whatever.
Right.
They're doing their own thing. So
Yeah, like in
that's where they've been. You know, something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. So
The 70s
so
or 60s, they decided to make their own island and they weren't messing with anybody. Like that's totally plausible.
yeah, yeah.
Wakanda's been invisible for hundreds of years.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So they were just like off doing their own thing, but they get tied in somehow. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So yeah, that could work. Because I was wondering how they're gonna just bring them out of nowhere. You know what I mean? But now they have the multiverse of madness, so obviously they could come up with something random. But
Yeah.
this would be a plausible thing because it's already a thing, and you ain't got to work too hard on creating a new thing. You already have something there. You know what I mean? But not a lot of people know about that from the MCU or whatever. So I don't know. There's multiple things they can go about it, but I think they might do something a little simpler
Yeah, they
or
probably
whatever to
will.
bring
I
people
mean, they
into
could
the
just
movies.
adapt this whole thing in another universe, right? Like when we meet
Yeah,
them, they've already done this because they've basically strong armed the world to let them be a nation. They provide medicine to other people. They're running shit. Like the X-Men run shit in these books for the most part. Like,
yeah, and if they die, they can come back.
right.
So
I
they could
mean,
be
it's
they
just
could be
something
around for
that,
hundreds of years, or you know what I mean, not hundreds of years,
yeah.
but you know what I mean, for for a long time, or whatever. So I'm hip, and then it'd be great to see Wolverine in the movies and interacting with people and stuff. So you know what I mean, need some Gambit,
Especially Wolverine and Deadpool.
Cyclops. Yeah, Wolverine, anybody. It's always fun
Wolverine, the
seeing
Incredible
Wolverine
Hulk,
interact.
Wolverine and
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
it's fun seeing Wolverine interact with people because he has that I don't give a shit attitude. Let's fight about it then or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always fun to have that kind of guy that's like whatever, dude. I'll fight you.
Yeah, say something if you want to.
Yeah, yeah, because I can't. You can't kill me. You know what I mean? And I'll heal. So and I'm gonna fuck you up in the process. That's the kind of person Wolverine is always. I like that kind of shit. You know, you need those kind of people. They always make things a little more interesting.
So, switching over to DC for a minute here, with the Batman coming out, just excitement in general. But so we both agreed DC animated movies are just better than anything else that there really is. And my favorite,
Stylistically, artwork, it's all better.
one of my favorite movies in that whole New 52 run of what it's based on was Flashpoint. And DC just announced they're going to return to that era with a 6-series run starring Thomas Wayne as Batman. So I think that'll be a pretty cool comic book to check out. just in general, right? Because he's a lot
Yeah,
darker than our Bruce Wayne is.
yeah, and he shoots guns.
He's a murderer, guys. He's a murderer.
No, yeah. So they're gonna make a comic book run about that.
Yeah, they're just gonna go
That'd be
back
pretty
to that
cool.
world.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of Thomas Wayne out there, so you know what I mean. So it'd be cool to have more of that, and it's always interesting that and stuff. And then, and that one, what is his wife, Batman's Bruce Thomas Wayne's wife is the
The
Joker.
Joker. Yeah.
So yeah. So I'm all for it. Anything Batman, I pretty much for, except for Batman Metal. I didn't get into that because that's weird shit.
I got I read it, but I like I don't know, where's he at? He's up there somewhere.
The artwork and stuff was cool and everything, but I
like how the Flash looked in certain aspects in that run. Just like when Batman became the Flash and he was like the death red some shit. That
yeah,
he looked so
yeah,
dope, dog.
yeah,
I was like, oh,
that's what I'm saying. The artwork is always like on point and stuff like that, but they were just doing too much. Like what they have, like Joker on a leash or Batman on a leash, or I don't know. It was just too much crazy stuff going on in there, man. But you know, other than that, I'm definitely for it. And that new Batman girl, that image they put up is
oh
dope.
yeah. What is Batgirl, right? It's Batgirl.
Yeah. But I see a lot of people hating on it too, talking about like her costume looks like it came from Wish or whatever.
I thought it looked pretty close.
Dude, it's very comic book.
It's very accurate. I was like, okay, I can dig it. Leslie Grace. So Leslie Grace, most recent movie people probably recognize her from movie wise is In the Heights. But she's a singer. She's a Dominican singer. So I'm pretty surprised. This is a pretty high profile gig for a newbie. She hasn't been in many movies. So it's interesting. We'll see how that turns out.
I mean, yeah, and they're gonna have like an old Batman training her or something like that, or right?
Is it gonna be Michael Keaton?
I don't know what they're gonna do with it, but it's like they're Batman Beyond, but not Batman Beyond or whatever. That's what I heard. Something like an old Batman's gonna be training her. I think that's what they said.
Huh?
Because you can't have you can't have Batgirl without Batman, obviously.
Right.
So, but I mean, if Batman is too big a part of the show, it's going to take away from Batgirl. You know what I'm saying? So, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what they do with it. I thought it was going to become a movie, but now it's HBO Max show. But Peacemaker is already making. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's setting the groundwork.
I thought it was a show. So, is it a movie or is it a show?
No, it's a show. But I thought there was
Batgirl show.
But like a year ago they were talking. Yeah, I think it was about a year ago or so. They were talking about making a Batgirl movie. And I forgot who was going to direct it and stuff like that. It had a big name director behind it and everything like that. And then it came out and like, oh no, it's going to be a TV show. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean,
We've always talked about that though. We feel like Batman belongs on the TV.
Yeah, for sure. Like it needs to be a long running series. You know,
I feel like the X-Men do too. There's just way too much shit going on.
Yeah,
like, you can't pack it all in a movie. You can do a movie every couple of years just to kind of like, but it belongs on TV.
Yeah, but it's just the money, dude. It's a money grab, though. That's why they keep doing it, because it just makes so much money. You know what I'm saying? So, and Batman's always going to bank. You know, even if the movie stinks, people are going to go see it because it's Batman. Now they might not go see it again, but people are going to go see it
the first time. Chance.
Yeah, like Batman vs Superman. It raked in tons of money, and then people thought it was hot garbage, though. But people went enough times to go see it once that it made tons of money. You know what I'm saying? Batman just brings in the money, but we've always talked about that. Like, I think Batman should be a show because he has so many villains.
Yeah,
he has so much depth to him, and then the people in his life and stuff. I always feel like when I watch the movies, I don't ever get enough. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's just a Batman fan. People that don't like Batman might be like, "Fuck him."
No, because you don't get enough of the villains. They always have a couple in them. Like it's never just one, and it's just it seems rushed a lot of the times.
Yeah, for sure. And then and then you never get to really see the detective side of Batman too much, and you know what I mean. And there's always, you know, Commissioner Gordon is the bad guy for a little bit, and then there's a big one, you know. So it's always, you know, if they took their time and made it like a 10 episode, you know, TV show, like I think it could be a lot better, a lot darker too. Like if you made an HBO Max Batman show, like it could be a lot darker. Like the movies are always going to be PG-13.
Yeah,
you need the kids to go see it. That's how people were like pissed off that this Batman wasn't going to be rated R movie. You're never going to get a
Batman. Yeah, when you texted me that, I was like, what are they talking about?
Yeah, it was a big thing. I'm like, what? How is this even? You can't do that. You'll lose half your money, over half your money. You know what I'm saying? Because most people are taking their kids to go see these movies. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So you'll
I
never get
think
it rated R Batman.
I
But if
think
you do,
DC has figured it out a little bit. Like Peacemaker has showed me they know how to make a TV show that exists within their movie universe. Like they mention certain things, but they don't like go all the way into whatever is happening. They mention Corto Martis, they mention little things that happen, but it's very superficial, and you don't need to watch the movie to enjoy the show.
yeah,
So
and
I'm hoping they apply that to Batwoman or Batgirl and any other show that comes up.
yeah, then he's talking about Rick Flag and stuff. He's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
killed him.
Rick Flag was right. I'm a joke. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love how they integrated it straight from the movie, to
Yeah,
the show. And then they had the characters from the movie, also in the show. Because a lot of times you get like the main character from the movie, and then everybody else is
yeah,
just some new piece or doesn't have anything to do with
yeah. They got the
anything.
Office people.
Yeah. But I mean, that's not DC though. That's James Gunn. I still think DC, I don't know. Like I love DC, but this shows what it is because of James Gunn. You know what I mean? So hopefully
See
they
how long he
learn
sticks
from
around for it, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they learn from this, and then because that's what you're supposed to do. But it seems like DC can't fucking learn from any damn body, man. Like they're always firing people and trying to do their own thing, and but we'll see how it goes. Because that Green Lantern show is supposed to be coming HBO Max. A lot of DC shows are supposed to be coming. And I hope they do it right, man. Because Green Lantern don't get enough shine, either. I mean that's always been. I don't
yeah,
know. He's underrated, man. Like, dude, he's like the strongest weapon in the universe. You know what I mean? Like, he can't get no love. And then in all the cartoon movies, he's always getting his ass beat. I'm like, fuck, man. Like in the last what movie was that with what's the magic guy's name? I can't why
Doctor Fate,
my mind is being retarded today. No, leather
Doctor
jacket, cigarette smoking, Constantine. Remember
Constantine.
had Constantine in it, and then he they went to go fight Darkseid or whatever on
Yeah, that was the last one. That was the
yeah,
last one.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Green Lantern got like jumped by some parademons and thrown into like some lava and died. Like the lava won't even kill him. His ring and that force field will protect him against lava. Like the shit they do to him in these movies is not is I don't know, man. I hate what they do with my boy.
Yeah.
they
They really don't care about the Green Lantern at all.
they're always wrecking my boy, man. They're always killing his ass. No love, no love. For someone in the 70s, Superman said that he was stronger than him. You know what I'm saying? So he just never gets the due. I remember Deathstroke grabbed his hand and like crushed him and broke his ring and stuff. Like he's always getting shit on for a character that saves the universe. He's like a police cop,
Yeah, yeah.
a
In the
space cop or something.
galaxy.
Yeah, fighting all kinds of crazy people. Then you get him in like comic book run or a movie, and they're like, he's getting beat up by fucking parademons. Get the fuck out. But then he can fight Superman one-on-one. Like it's just he's just all over the place, man. But yeah, we'll get off Green Lantern.
What else did I want to talk to you about?
The
Sony's looking like they're about to release a competitor to the Game Pass finally. I put it in quotes, air quotes for y'all that don't listen. I did the air quotes on the video YouTube. Yeah, so I personally don't think it's gonna be like the Game Pass, but that's what the rumor is. They've removed the ability to buy PlayStation Now using cards in Europe. They've patented some stuff. PlayStation 3 games are starting to show up more on the PlayStation Store, so backwards compatibility. I feel like they can't ignore it anymore. Xbox is being super successful with this. What I know they're not going to do, and if they do it, I will gladly be wrong on this, is include the first party games day one. They just won't do it. There's no way they could do that, dude, because the amount of money that they get from their first party titles, starting with God of War in a couple weeks, and Zero Dawn Horizon, the sequel, Forbidden, whatever.
Yeah.
It's too much money to be left out on the table, but I could be wrong.
Well, I mean, if you, yeah, I get what you're saying, but like if you put like God of War on your Game Pass or whatever, it's gonna make people buy it. You're gonna get your
Yeah.
money back. You're gonna get your money back from that because it's a monthly charge. So instead of $60 at one time, if they did, which they won't do, and they had the new God of War out, if they put that out with their new whatever, everyone would buy it, and then you'd be hooked in because you're gonna keep paying for it because the game's on there. So if they thought about it and they actually put God of War on their new Game Pass, whatever they're trying to do, dude, they're gonna be raking in the dough, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because what is Game Pass? $10 a month or something like that? 15 if you got it
15 bucks
early or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Imagine that, like, because you have to have that to have the game. I would put that on the pass right away. Like, boom, these two new games that are
I
coming
mean, I
out.
would too.
We're putting them on our system because then, boom, you got people hooked in to your shit. Like, you're not going to make the amount of money that you would make right away, but eventually you're going to make tons more than that because you need to have the Game Pass to play those games that you downloaded on your system. Like, I'm never going to get rid of Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? Because I have like 3-4 games downloaded from the Game Pass that are on my thing, and I can't play them without that. And I've had it for over 6 months now. You know what I'm saying? Whenever it first came out, you know what I mean? So they already made their money back on that. It would be smart for them to do that, but like you said, they're probably not going to do that. So
yeah, I mean, the
I
rumors
don't
have
know.
been
Like
active since the
Halo,
beginning of December, but
I
would have
Xbox.
never played Halo had it not been on the game. Like, I wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't on the Game Pass.
That's what I'm saying. They put that on the Game Pass. Xbox is just smarter than me with that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know if they were smart, they would follow suit. And
I think we're gonna find out really soon. It just feels like an announcement is imminent of something. I don't know. I get they code named it Spartacus, which is I hate the code names for projects are so weird.
I hate
But I feel like in the next month or so we'll see it. Well, they'll talk about it, and then April at the latest we'll be playing it. Like those that have PlayStations will be using it and seeing what it's like.
Doing the podcast. My boy stopped over for a second. Sorry, guys.
Last thing I wanted to kind of bring up to you just to get your reaction. So we talked VR last week. We talked about the PlayStation headset. We talked about the Oculus. There's rumors going around that Apple's releasing one.
I'll buy it.
So it might be $2,000. Will you still buy it?
Yep.
Yeah, I probably would buy it too.
Because like I didn't even want Apple, whatever. And then my daughter was always talking about FaceTime me. So now I bought the 12 Pro Max, then I bought the 13 Pro Max, then the AirPod Pros came out. I bought those. And so I've been thinking about buying a damn Apple Watch now. Like, dude, once they get their claws in you,
yeah, it's the ecosystem. They get you into everything, bro.
Yeah, like, and then it's just so user friendly, man. Like that's what I'm saying. So if their VR headset, whatever, like I have the Oculus, whatever, so I already spent $400 on that or whatever, but
I mean, they'll give it to you like a cell phone plan. You'll pay for it monthly. Like it'll be one of those, right? The Oculus is different. You buy it at a regular store. Like this will be tied in. They might bundle it with the phone or something to get you to get it. But
no, yeah, for sure. That's what
it looks interesting. I mean, thinking. Apple does a lot of things well. So it'd be very interesting to see what the specs are on it because they never are like, how can you say that? Apple stuff just works. Like I like my phone because I turn it on and it just works. Now I don't have to do shit to it. It works.
Yeah.
They're never like they're not innovative, but they perfect what they do. So like it might not be the best specs for a VR headset, but it's gonna probably work better than all the other VR headsets, if that makes sense.
No, for sure, because it's I guarantee it's gonna be better than the Oculus, or at least maybe like visual wise, maybe a little bit how fast it runs and stuff like that. But the Oculus runs smooth as hell though too. Like I have no problem with that either. Yeah, for sure. But I mean, if it's integrated into like, I'll be able to watch my Apple TV on my, but yeah, because so like the Oculus, it's a Facebook company. So you're hooked, you're tied into your Facebook Messenger and stuff like that. Imagine having that VR thing and that's totally hooked into your phone. So everything's going to come into your headset, like
Yeah.
text messages, your Facebook, your Instagram, everything's going to be able to be put in there. You know what I'm saying? I already like that the face, like I can answer all my Facebook messages and stuff on my Oculus. Just imagine being able to answer your whole life while you have on your VR headset. You won't miss anything. You know what I'm saying? You won't miss a phone call, a text, or nothing. It's going to be all integrated in there, just like Facebook is with the Oculus. So yeah, I'll probably buy it. $2,000 is a lot, but I,
A
like you
lot.
said, they're probably going to have it like buy the Oculus. You put $400 down. Like when
Right.
I got the new 13,
Right.
I put I think it was like three, whatever it was, close to $400, and now I pay like $35. That's what's gonna be with their
Yeah, that's what they'll
headset.
do.
So I'll be in. I'll be down.
I mean, it like so rumors are Sony is making the displays. They're talking about 3 displays in the headset. 4K micro OLED screens supposedly. More than a dozen cameras. I feel like that's a lot of cameras compared to other people.
Yeah.
What other rumors are here? There'll be a set of eye detecting cameras that will allegedly allow users to read small type and see other people standing in front of them or behind virtual objects. Controllers, they don't really say shit about the controllers, but you'll be able to voice command with Siri, so that'll be interesting.
That's what I'm saying. This is yeah, it's gonna be dope, man.
No, I think it'll be crazy. You know, it's gonna have Bluetooth because they're gonna want you to use the AirPods with them or the Beats. They own Beats too.
Yep. And I got
So
the
that'll
pros
be
ready. So I have the pros in my ears with the headset on for sure. You know what I mean? That's one of my problems with the headset I got now. Like I don't want to have to buy some big bulky headset or some third party thing. You know what I mean? And you know, Apple, all their stuff's gonna work with all their stuff.
yeah.
You know,
All this stuff is rumors, right? We don't know. Apple keeps their tight lip. Sometimes people guess right, but if I were to guess, I would say that this is going to be the best looking headset, like the most like stylish, smallest, most compact headset that's in the market once it releases, because they just make things that look sleek and round. Usually the last iPhone's kind of square, but usually it's really sleek and round and small. Even though it's big, it feels like small.
yeah, but and then you said a $2,000. That's just like a rumor thing. I think it'd probably be like a G. I don't think it'd be $2,000. That's a little.
What their premium product, right? So like they're not gonna give you like, hey, here's a middle of the line VR headset. They're gonna be like, here's the go-to definitive experience for VR, like, and that's gonna come with a price tag.
Yeah, but like as I'm saying, $1,000, like, because I don't think there's VR headsets right now that cost $2,000. There might be. I bet there is. But I'm
Let's
saying
check.
it should be around there. $2,000 for a VR headset seems a little much.
Oh, I mean, I agree. When I
Like I
first
said, this
saw
is
it,
all
I was like,
speculation. So
okay.
I know you sent it to me. That's the first thing I seen. I was like, God damn, $2,000. You can buy a car, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, there's a lot of things you can buy for $2,000.
Your friends come over like, hey, nice headset there. Yeah, it costs $2,000. You watch it. All right. Shit, the way my kids treat my Oculus, you know, $400, you know, that's what's still like, you know, some money. But if it was $2,000, my kids wouldn't be touching that damn thing.
The Valve Index costs $1,000. It looks pretty cool too. Looks interesting. That seems to be like the top of the line.
Yeah.
The top of the line headset. The HTC Vive is like $700. Piramax VR headsets are $700.
So I say around 12. I bet it's gonna be like 11.
Yeah, it'll probably be
do.
12 or like $13.99 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm with it.
It'll be interesting. I'm super excited for where we're going with all this stuff. Gaming, you're getting paid to play video games now. You're getting NFTs, you're getting metaverses, you're getting cross play. You would have thought when we were younger, dog, we'd be playing games across everything possible. Phones,
Yeah.
computers.
You know me, I was the guy like, I'm never gonna play anything else or deal with anything else. And I got an Oculus. I never thought I would get an iPhones. Now I got, you know, the newest damn iPhone. You know, I always contradict myself 24/7. So whatever, man. But it's all good stuff. It's all, you know.
I agree, man. Well, we're gonna wrap it up. We've been at it for a little bit. Couple things to do. We're releasing this a little later, so we'll probably double up this week and have another one on Friday. It is Monday the 17th. Thanks for joining us, y'all. Appreciate the love. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Spotify, as well as all of our other social medias.
Yeah, like, share, comment. You know what I mean? Let's keep this thing going. Let's build on it. I'm having fun. And I love talking to my brother whenever I can and doing this thing, man. So hope you guys appreciate it. And all love, baby. Until next time, keep nerding.
See ya.
Yeah.